The Code for Crown Prosecutors is the legal framework we use to decide which cases to prosecute. It sets out a two-stage test which we use to make all of our decisions. The first part of the test is called the evidential stage. For this, we look at all of the evidence the police have gathered and we ask ourselves, is there enough evidence against the suspect to provide a realistic prospect of conviction? To answer this question, we have to think about whether the evidence is reliable. Is there any reason to question its accuracy? And whether the evidence is credible. Is there anything that might undermine it? To pass this first stage, we need to be confident that there is enough evidence to provide a realistic prospect of conviction against the suspect. Or to put it another way, if we charge this suspect based on this evidence, is it more likely than not that they would be convicted at trial? This is really important. It helps us to make sure that we aren't bringing cases to court and putting victims, witnesses, and defendants through the criminal justice process if there is no chance that the suspect could be convicted. The second part of the test is the public interest stage. We only consider this part of the test if the case has already passed the evidential stage. For the public interest stage, we look again at all of the evidence and we ask ourselves, is it in the public interest to prosecute? To answer this question, we consider things like how serious the offence is, what harm has been caused to the victim, and any relevant information about the suspect's personal circumstances. Cases will pass this stage unless we think that there is a public interest factor against prosecuting the suspect, which outweighs those factors in favour of a prosecution. If we decide that our two-stage test has been met, we will let the police know that they can charge the suspect. At this point, the suspect becomes known as the defendant.